In this video, I'm going to show you how to work with arrays. I'm going to show you how to make an array. I'm going to show you how to display an array. I'm going to show you how to display a specific value from an array. I'm going to show you how to change an array, and I'm going to show you how to add a new value to the end of an array. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make an array. And as you can see from the instructions at the top of the code, the array has to be called ages. So I'm going to give it the name ages, and I'm going to assign these values here into the array. The way I'm going to do that is going to use the square brackets. Okay, I'm just going to copy these numbers from here into the array. So when I press enter, there's no errors, as you can see. So that's how I've made the array with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 numbers. If you put numbers into an array, they are called elements. So any one of these positions is an element. The next thing it says is it wants me to try and display this array. So I'm going to use the print command, and I'm going to say ages. So I'm referring directly to this, and when I run it, as you can see, it prints out the array, including the square brackets. Okay, the next instruction says he wants every other value starting from 14. So he wants values that go from 14, 89, 64, and 19. Okay, I'm going to show you the really easy way to do this first, because I don't want to, there are other ways to do it later on. Okay, so I'm going to print, open my brackets, and the first one he wanted was the 14, and the 14 is in position 0, starting 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to print ages, square bracket, 0. What that will then do is print out the first value. So let's run that, and I get the answer 14. Okay, so now I'm going to get to print out the next one along. So this is 0, 1, 2. So I wanted to print ages 2. So that's 0, 2. Next one's going to be 4. So I'm going to say print ages 4. And the last one is going to be 6. So I'm going to say print ages 6. Run the code, and what I should get is 14, 89, 64, and 19. So there you go, 14, 89, 64, 19, as he asked for. Okay, the next instruction wants me to change the value 89 to 88. So the way we do that is we can assign individual values to those particular elements. So this is element 0, 1, 2, don't forget. So I want to change element 2. So what I do is I say ages, square bracket element 2 is equal to the 88 that I had up here, equals 88. Okay, and just to make sure that that is printed, what I'm just to make sure that that's copied across, what I'm going to do is print the entire array again. So what that should do, so the output I should now get is I should get the original output. I should get the outputs from the four different positions before I've changed it, and then I should get, now this one should give me this same array just with that thing changed. So let's quickly go through there, and now it's 88 where it was 89. Okay, so the final task is asking me to add the number 34 to the end of the array. I could type out the entire array again and just put 34 on the end, but this wouldn't be the most effective way of doing it, and obviously Python has a way around that. So what we can do is we can actually use a command. So what I can use is the append command. So what I do is I type ages, which is the name of the array, dot append. I open a bracket, and now I can put an object into that list to change the array. So I want to add the number 34 onto the end. So I'm going to put 34 in the bracket. Okay, and then I'm going to print the array again. Okay, so this should give me the original array. This sets the original array. This prints it. This prints out position 1, position 2, position 4, position 6. This changes position 2 to 88 from 89. This will then add 34 onto the end of the array. So what I'm expecting to get out from my numbers is I'm expecting the numbers 14. I'm expecting 14, 27, 88, because I've changed it in the code, 32, 64, 12, 19, and 34 on the end. So let's see if my prediction of getting this code is correct. I run the code, and as you can see, there's the array before the append, there's the array after the append. Notice that the append puts the new value at the end of the array. So that means I can do things with that to help me with other arrays. So let's say I have an array called testing. Okay, I'm going to set that array to nothing, but Python needs to know it's an array. So the way I do that is I just leave the square bracket empty. I can now add values to that array just using any of these values I want. So let's add the value 2. Let's add the value of hello, and let's add true. Okay, so when I run the code, let's quickly print that array, print that new array, just to see how it's added the things to it. I'll press run. And what I've got is 2, the word hello, and true, the Boolean value. So I can have any type of data I want within that particular array. So that bit of data there just shows you how append can be used to add things to an empty array. Very useful if you know you're going to have an array, but you don't know what the values are going to be until the user tells you.